Hello, I'm Brandon with Modern Tactical Solutions. It's been asked of me to put together a video to demonstrate a little bit of how to set this up. So basically, you get the package, it comes like this. What you need to do is take it out and separate these things. There's already some locks. This is the lock, just for demonstration purposes. And this is the part that goes on your duty belt. This part goes on the inner belt that goes through your pants or trousers. And what I'm going to do is I have one here already set up. These are a little stiff when they come from being assembled on the rivet, so you just kind of got to loosen them up a little bit. This one is kind of workable. This is a demo, so I've been using it. So basically that gate door slides easily. So what we need to do is on your duty belt, what you're going to do right here, if you can see, you're going to pry that apart, slide it over the top of the duty belt, and then we're going to close this gate to where it locks on the belt really nicely. So here's one on the belt already, and it's locked in, it's locked underneath there. Well, that part's a little bit tricky. This is, like I said, this setup is difficult, but once it's set up, it is a pretty sweet setup. You can see on here, all mine are lined up and locked. This one's turned just a little bit from everyday use. They should stay pretty snug. So what I like to tell people is have somebody help you. Don't do this by yourself. What you want to do is put these on your duty belt, pry them apart. Just grab a spot here. What you want to do is pry it over. You can set this either way as long as the magnet's inside. Pry it over the belt. Get it to slide on. And now we need to shut this gate, which is the tricky part. So you got to push down while spinning it. This belt's pretty easy. Some belts you may need a pair of channel locks. And what you may have to do is, as you're pushing down on it to get it to slide under, squeeze it together to get that gate to close. To get it closed just like that. Now, when you first set this up, I like to tell people not to close that gate all the way, just a little bit to hold it in place. And once you get all four of them in place, like you want them, put it on around your regular pants belt, put it on, and make sure that none of those keepers are in line with the belt loops on your common trousers. So both of these actually miss, they miss, they miss. So we're good. So what I can do is take the belt back off, go around and lock all those in place. Just squeeze them down, squeeze them tight to where they're permanently attached. That doesn't move either way. The rivet digs down. Some belts it's harder than others. Some belts it's easy. It just depends. But it swivels a little, but that rivet is dug into that leather and it's holding it in place. Okay? So once you do that, you need to take these belt clips, and this is where a partner is helpful, wherever those are. I mean, you can put it on, however you need to do it. But you can look around, slide these over the top of your inside trouser belt in the proper place. So this is where a partner's helpful. Pry it apart, shove it down over. Once you get them all on, about where they need to be, put the belt back on. It's a lot of on and offs. Line them up. Make sure that all the magnets line up. Sometimes I even tell people to wear it for a few days and make sure it's where you want to be before you permanently, you can see how these are permanently riveted. A lot of times I just have the back ones riveted, and this is split right in the middle of your seam on your pants. Most pants have the belt loop right in the middle, so usually I try to tell people to split that. Those two are riveted, so those two stay in place. They don't slide when you pull it off. They're always in the same place. The front ones I've always kind of free floated. I just maybe was lazy when I set it up. I never moved them. Some people tell me they don't mount them at all. They all free float, which when you're putting it on, maybe a little tricky trying to align it in the locker room. But this will slide around if you need to move it. Basically, I tell people to put it on, line them up, and then very carefully have a partner help you pry the magnets off and remove the belt without moving any of these clips on the inner belt. And then what you need to do is maybe loosen the belt, take a marker or a pencil and trace where those clips need to be. And there's another video out there I already have on YouTube that show you once you do that, you can take it off, make sure they're in line, and just drill the holes and attach the rivets. Then once you put it back on, everything should be aligned. You may be able to move these a little bit with some force to make your final adjustments. But once it's lined up, you're pretty much good to go from there. I've been wearing this system for over 3 years, and I would not go back to a regular keeper. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any more questions, get a hold of me, email or call me. Thanks.